The coat is woven from a synthetic armor dense enough to stop conventional weapons. Logan's claws are not conventional weapons. They punch through the material like it isn't even there. He finds the synthetic heart and shreds it in 2 precise strokes. Mr. X stands completely still for 3 full seconds, which is somehow more unsettling than if he dropped immediately. Then he goes down, and the pavement cracks under the weight of him. Logan straightens up slowly. His lungs are maybe 70% functional. His healing factor is now running 4 simultaneous repair jobs. And the T-Virus is still there, still pushing, still looking for any opening his biology leaves unguarded. Survival tier for Mr. X, B tier. The win was never in doubt, but the cost was.
Dang, my boy is slowly but surely going down in grade. Like, his body ain't gonna be able to take it. Like, he need to find a cut somewhere for a little bit, you know, chill out, maybe relax, you know, find a bed or something, save game, you know, get a refresh on life, or find a sensible bean or something. But he can't go on like this. It's your boy Crash Shot Gabe back at it again. Right now we finna checking out to see if Wolverine can survive in Raccoon City. I think he can. The boy is indestructible. I don't know how immune he is to a zombie virus, but I feel like he can rip off whatever piece and just grow it back. So I feel like he got a good immunity. His body should be able to repel it, so it shouldn't be too much of an issue. So,
but I've got these.
Yes, very impressive. Also made of metal, but I guess handy for all those fights where you can get right next to the person you need to attack. This is your power. That's it. You
tap in. We're gonna see what he can do, and be sure to like, comment, subscribe, hit that hype button, just so your boy can get into the algorithm. Without further attitude, let's get into it.
This is every nightmare Umbrella ever engineered. Could Wolverine's mutant biology survive the deadliest viral outbreak in human history? Or would the T-Virus turn him into Umbrella's most unstoppable monster? Logan doesn't wait for the containment doors to open. He punches through them. By the time he reaches street level and bursts into the Raccoon City Police Department, the precinct is already gone. Officers slumped over desks, evidence lockers torn open. The familiar architecture of the RPD is now a maze of overturned furniture, dried blood trails, and low, wet groaning coming from every dark corner. These are classic T-Virus zombies, and scientifically speaking, they are the least complicated threat Logan will face tonight. The T-Virus reanimates necrotized tissue by hijacking cellular metabolism and forcing degraded muscle fibers back into motion. The result is a body that moves, bites, and spreads infection, but runs on a nervous system that is rotting in real time. Reaction speed is measured in seconds, not milliseconds. Pain receptors are completely offline. That last part matters for most people. For Logan, it doesn't change much. His adamantium claws generate cutting pressure estimated at around 28,000 pounds per square inch, enough to slice through reinforced steel plating. Human bone, even reanimated human bone, offers essentially zero resistance. He carves through the main hall in under 90 seconds, 12 infected down before...
They basically saying my boy built different. That's literally what they trying to say. That's what I was saying earlier when I was talking about he could regenerate, he do all that. He got adamantium bones. His bones is metal. Like, it's that same stuff they use to make Iron Man shield. I think. Probably not. But it's tough as hell, I promise you. They is not doing nothing to him. And they talking about the zombies is the least of his threat. We're gonna see. We're gonna see. I don't see nothing really stopping my boy. I really don't.
Any of them can close the distance. The smell is the worst part. Rotting flesh and ruptured organs and something chemical underneath it all. The viral load hanging in the air like a fog. Logan's senses are dialed up far beyond baseline human, which means every second in this building is an assault on his nervous system. He's tracking movement by sound and smell simultaneously, reacting before the zombies even complete a full lunge. Then, one gets lucky. A former officer, still in partial uniform, clamps down on Logan's forearm with enough force to break skin. The bite is clean, deep, and direct. The T-Virus enters his bloodstream.
Oh, goddamn, they got him. They done got Logan. Oh, man, they done got him. Hold on. It look like he healing. What's up? Hold on.
Immediately. Here's where the science gets interesting. The T-virus is a retroviral mutagenic agent. In a standard human host, it begins rewriting cellular instructions within minutes, triggering necrosis and neurological shutdown before reanimation kicks in. In Logan, it runs headfirst into something it has never encountered before, a healing factor operating at the cellular level with what researchers describe as perfect biological memory. His body doesn't just repair damage, it enforces a template constantly restoring every cell back to its baseline stat. The T-virus tries to rewrite the code. Logan's
Well, you heard that? That boy said his cells know like what it was before. And that's how I always kind of wondered how they regenerated. Whoever explained this video, excellent job. I got like 32% of that, which is a good amount. So he could regenerate based on his previous form. So his down to his cells know how he built. That's crazy. But what's crazy is how does it regenerate the animanium? Like, I don't feel like that's a part of his body. So if he get an arm blown off, that motherfucker just gone. His arm come back, it's gonna be bones, and the rest of his body gonna be animanium. Ain't nobody ever really thought of it like that. So, you know what I mean? He better not lose a limb is all I'm saying.
X gene refuses to let the code change. His immune response isolates the viral cells almost immediately, treating the infection the same way it treats adamantium toxicity, as a constant background war that never fully stops, but never wins either. Logan shakes off the bite, looks at the already closing wound on his forearm, and keeps moving. Survival tier for the basic infected, S tier. They are not a threat to him, they're an obstacle. He clears the main hall and pushes toward the exit, and that's when a long, razor-sharp tongue cracks out of the darkness above the door.
Oh, level 2. All right, first level zombies was nothing to him. I think these are little dog creatures. But they shouldn't be an issue either. They really can't do much. I can't see them doing much of any damage. We're going to rate this one an S tier before it even starts. We're going to see how it run out, though.
Frame and wraps around his wrist. 3 lickers drop from the ceiling. If you played RE2, you know what these things are. If you haven't, here's the short version. Lickers are the result of the V-Act process, which is what happens when a standard T-virus zombie sustains heavy damage and mutates a second time. It enters a dormant state before rapidly evolving. The skin burns away completely, exposing raw, hyperdense muscle tissues and an oversized brain sitting on top of the skull. They're blind, but their hearing is so precise they can track a heartbeat through concrete. Their claws can shred steel doors, and that tongue, the one currently wrapped around Logan's wrist, can punch through body armor like it's paper. For a normal human, this fight is already over. Logan is not a normal human. He wrenches his arm free, tearing skin in the process, and drops into a low stance as all 3 lickers spread across the walls and ceiling.
My boy about to go crazy. I'm telling you, they don't even know what they're awakening. And I don't know who this dude is that ain't Logan. That's Hulk Hogan. I don't know who this is, but that ain't him.
Triangulating his position by sound. This is where the fight gets genuinely dangerous. Not because lickers are stronger than Logan, but because of what's already happening inside his bloodstream. His healing factor is not running at full capacity right now. The T-virus infection from the bite downstairs didn't kill him, but it didn't disappear either. His body is actively fighting it, diverting cellular regeneration resources toward viral suppression. Conservative estimates put his healing output at roughly 20% below baseline, which in practical terms means wounds that would close in seconds are now taking closer to a minute.
Oh my God, I didn't know that he can lose his healing ability. I thought it was just automatic. So it could weaken and degrade over time due to battles. My boy is not. He's not immortal. He's not indestructible.
This is the part that separates Logan from every other superhero you could drop into Raccoon City. He doesn't just heal, he prioritizes. His body runs a constant biological triage, deciding in real time which repair job is most urgent. Right now, the throat takes priority. The virus gets pushed back into second place. Everything else waits. It takes 43 seconds. 43 seconds of lying on the floor of a burning police precinct, half drowned in his own blood, while 3 apex predators circle him by sound. Then his claws come through the exposed brain matter of the nearest licker. The other 2 react to the sound of their partner dying, and Logan, still healing, still running on fumes, uses their noise to locate them. He doesn't fight clean, he fights efficient. 2 strikes, 2 kills. The whole thing is brutal in a way that has nothing to do with power and everything to do with desperation. He gets to his feet slowly, wipes his throat. The wound is closed, but the skin is still raw, still pink, still catching up.
Oh man. We definitely not gonna ignore the elephant in the room. When he get the mask on, where that came from? Well, AI is crazy these days. But back to the main point. This dude, I don't think I even had a point. Let's just keep going.
Survival tier for the lickers, A tier. He wins, but the biological tax is real. He breaks through the precinct's front door.
Oh yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Yeah, he didn't come out as untouched as I thought he was. So, you know what I mean? S, A tier, my boy still passed with flying colors.
And into the burning streets of Raccoon City. And for exactly 4 seconds, there's open road ahead of him. Then, an umbrella helicopter roars overhead and drops a massive steel pod directly into the intersection in front of him. The pod splits open down the center seam, and Mr. X steps out. If you need a reference point for scale, the T-00 Tyrant stands just over 7.5 feet tall and weighs somewhere in the range of 550 pounds of dense, engineered muscle mass. Umbrella didn't build him for speed. They built him for inevitability. He doesn't run.
Who is that? What movie is he from? I've never seen him. Professor X? Magneto X? What's his name?
He walks, because walking is enough. His programming is simple. Locate surviving anomalies and eliminate them. The first punch comes fast for something that size. Logan takes it directly to the chest and goes through a brick wall. Not into it, through it. He lands in what used to be a pharmacy. Shelving units collapse around him and lies there for a moment taking stock of the damage. His ribs held, adamantium sees to that, but the kinetic shockwave transferred straight through the skeleton and into everything surrounding it. Both lungs have collapsed. His liver is bruised badly enough that it's bleeding into his abdominal cavity. This is the core physics problem while fighting the Tyrant. Most people assume Logan's adamantium skeleton makes him immune to blunt force trauma. It doesn't. The skeleton doesn't absorb kinetic energy, it redirects it. A punch that would shatter every bone in a normal human's body instead transmits that force into Logan's organs, his soft tissue, his nervous system. The bones survive perfectly. Everything attached to them takes the full hit. He can't breathe. He's waiting for his respiratory system to come back online, lying in the rubble, listening to Mr. X's heavy footsteps crunch through the wall after him. Logan makes a decision. Blunt force is a losing game. He can't out-hit something that outweighs him by 350 pounds and hits harder than a wrecking ball. What he can do is get small and get inside. Mr. X raises his fist for a second time, and Logan moves. Not away, forward. He drops his center of gravity and drives straight into the Tyrant's midsection, getting inside the arc of the swing and jams both sets of claws upward through the reinforced power limiter coat. The coat is specifically designed as a power limiter to suppress the Tyrant's mutation, preventing it from transforming into an uncontrollable super Tyrant. Because of this failsafe, the coat is woven from a synthetic armor dense enough to stop conventional weapons. Logan's claws are not conventional weapons. They punch through the material like it isn't even there. He finds the synthetic heart and shreds it in 2 precise strokes. Mr. X stands completely still for 3 full seconds, which is somehow more unsettling than if he dropped immediately. Then he goes down, and the pavement cracks under the weight of him. Logan straightens up slowly. His lungs are maybe 70% functional. His healing factor is now running 4 simultaneous repair jobs, and the T-virus is still there, still pushing, still looking for any opening his biology leaves unguarded. Survival tier for Mr. X, B tier. The win was never in doubt, but the cost was.
Damn, my boy is slowly but surely going down in grade. Like, his body ain't gonna be able to take it. Like, he need to find a cut somewhere for a little bit, chill out, maybe relax, find a bed or something, save game, get a refresh on life, or find a sensible bean or something. But he can't go on like this, because if we're looking at it by fights, so he started at S, easy money. A, okay, that's good grade. B now, it's getting a little bit lower. Then it's gonna hit C, and then D and F. By my calculation, he got 3 more fights before he ain't gonna make it.
He's running out of reserves, and something in the alley ahead just made the ground shake. Nemesis crashes through the side of a burning parking structure.
Oh, goddamn. Now he gotta fight Nemesis with these rocket launchers this nigga be carrying around? Can't be serious.
Dragging half a concrete pillar behind him. And if Mr. X was built for inevitability, Nemesis was built for something worse. He was built for purpose. The any alpha parasite embedded in his central nervous system doesn't just animate him, it directs him, it hunts. And right now, every instinct that parasite has is locked onto Logan. Here's what makes Nemesis scientifically different from everything Logan has faced tonight. The T-virus mutates biology. The any alpha parasite hijacks it. It threads itself through the host's nervous system and brainstem, taking direct control while keeping the host's muscle mass and pain tolerance fully online. It adapts to it in real time. And the tentacles it launches aren't just physical weapons. They carry a highly concentrated, weaponized payload of the T-virus designed specifically to overwhelm the immune system of whatever they pierce. Nemesis raises the rocket launcher and fires. Logan moves, but moving isn't enough. The explosion catches him at close range, and the shock wave strips skin from his left side down to raw tissue. He's still processing the damage when the tentacles come, 3 of them, wrapping around both arms and his torso with crushing force and driving straight through muscle into the bloodstream beneath. The massive viral payload hits fast.
Damn, boy, I'm calling it now. He ain't making it. He not gonna make it. He not gonna make it. This fight alone, I feel like he dropped 2 grades. He in the D tier if he make it out. He might not even make it out there, but I'm calling D on this one. This boy, he got too much going on for him. There's too much going on for anybody, even Wolverine.
His vision goes first, then his legs. His healing factor, already stretched across baseline viral suppression, lung repair, and abdominal bleeding, now gets a massive secondary infection spike it cannot easily ignore. A concentrated dose of weaponized T-virus delivered directly into the central nervous system is a kill-level threat. Everything else gets deprioritized instantly, which means the virus, for the first time tonight, has a window to take over. His vision is blurring from 2 directions at once: blood loss and severe infection, and Nemesis pulling the tentacles tight, dragging him in. This is the closest he comes to dying tonight. What saves him isn't strength. His healing factor goes into full emergency override, the biological equivalent of flooding an engine, burning through his remaining caloric reserves at a rate that will leave him barely functional afterward. The feral state kicks in before conscious thought does. He stops trying to break the tentacle.
I forgot my boy got beast mode. Beast mode activated. Let's go.
He slices his own trapped arm at the elbow, severs the limb entirely to get free, and uses the half-second Nemesis takes to register the move to drive his remaining claws straight through the parasite cluster at the base of the monster's skull. Nemesis drops. Then Nemesis starts to change. The body loses structural coherence and begins expanding outward into a massive, formless mass of tissue and viral matter. Logan looks at it for exactly 1 second, then turns and runs. The extraction train is still at the platform.
Smart decision. Smart decision. You beat him where it counted. That wouldn't even been a fair fight. It's not even a functioning creature no more. That ain't even a one-on-one no more. That's you versus a current or a wave. Good move, my boy. He made it out. And I believed in him the entire time, guys. I never faltered once. Not even once. It never crossed my mind he wouldn't make it.
It's already moving.
That was if Wolverine could survive, and what was it? If Wolverine could survive in Resident Evil's Raccoon City. I called it before, and I called it in. I knew my boy was gonna make it. He built different. His anatomy is just built different. Like he regenerates a lot way too quick. So I knew it was gonna be a matter of time before he escaped. I knew if he had to fight like 3 more people, he wouldn't have survived, but he didn't have to. He had 1 more enemy. He thugged it out. You know, he put them things on him. He let him know what he was about. And then dude shapeshifted to something else. And then it became unfair and he ran. He didn't run. He strategically relocated. That's all he did. That's it. I'm standing on that. But yeah, if you guys enjoyed the video, be sure to like, comment, subscribe. We're going to keep them coming. We're going to keep them coming. The bakery is open. And we got cakes to sell. Peace.